Hi, this is BB. It's about 4:30 on Thursday. I think it's 27th, I'm not sure. In the morning. Now, again, the window. About a month ago, the window was locking. It used to lock. Normally. Now, both of the latches, both of them, broken, seem to be broken. Not working. Not catching. Not locking. Both of them, they're sitting on top of the window, in the middle of the strip. It's not grazing the sides of the window pane every time I open it or close it. To say, well, I broke it. It doesn't touch. It's to say, well, it got caught in the up-down motion and it, dislodged itself, or it, something happened. It's in the middle. It's the strip at the top of the window is this big. It's in the middle. It's in the strip. You turn this way, or you turn that way, or you go that way, and then this way. Lock, open, locked, open. They were both working. You could have just locked one of them and it wouldn't budge. No, neither one of them is working. The thing is, I go to sleep, take the phone, I put it there. Because I sleep right next to the window. When I come, now this is a phone, it's an iPhone. It's a window ledge, which about this big, this broad width. Now if the phone is leaning like that, from the top of the ledge onto the glass, if the phone were to fall, it would fall forward. The ledge again is this big. This phone is bigger than the ledge. The ledge is about this big. This wide. It would fall forward. It falls neatly to the side. A bit crooked, but it falls to the side. Now, how the fuck does an iPhone fall to the side so neatly on a narrow ledge of window? And it's leaning backwards, not to the side, but backwards. I didn't lean it this way or this way. I leaned backwards, like that. Like that. If it were to fall, how does it fall this way or this way? It's supposed to fall forward. It didn't. Now, even if I elbowed it when I was sleeping, or the cat sleeping on my chest accidentally knocked it over, it still would fall forward, not to the back, not to the side. This doesn't make sense. With that being said, it's I don't know, but I was telling these people, I know they're hacking me. Let's pretend for all intents and purposes now that I'm hearing them through my phone. Now, hackers are getting more and more bolder every day. They're getting bolder every day. If they can hear you and you can't hear them, if they can't hear you, it's obvious they can speak to you through these phones as well. The phone has a speaker. They're in a remote location and they can hear you. You're not calling them. You're not in an active call session with them. You've not made contact with them from this phone, but they can hear you. What's to say that they don't have a program to actually speak to you through the phone? Like those cameras that you could speak through. You could be on your phone watching your house in another city and you could speak to them. You could say, hey, what are you doing there? Get away from my house. And scare the crap out of them. Who's to say that they don't do that and that's not what they're doing here? which I'm fervently hoping it's that, and they didn't put any fucking something in my head, like just injected something that they're actually using like a cell phone, bouncing a signal off of. Because that's what I'm worried about. Like whatever they've injected, it's like whatever is picking up the signals. So your head is being used like a cell phone, and signals are bouncing off it. Signals that they are sending, of course. And they will threaten to make you, well, if this just let it, you're gonna die because you're gonna be picking up all kinds of things. Now, is this to say, well, maybe I'm psychic, and maybe they're trying to cover it up? One of the things I've noticed, you know how you notice like most people are reaching out to God. Most of us are turning to Him. People who hadn't thought about Him in years, or where they fit into the world that He created for us, they're now reaching out to Him. Most of these so-called, what do we call ourselves, TIs, are reaching out to Him. When all else fails, you turn to God, just for the comfort. Because most of us are just basically waiting, I hate to say it, but waiting for death. Because these people don't show any signs of stopping. This is a pandemic, and the government is not addressing it as such. This is a pandemic, and it's not addressing it as such. And that's a problem. Now, I believe they're using GRAPHENE. That's a word a YouTube gave me a write-up about. It's not a word that I'm supposed to use. GRAPHENE. I'm going to have to spell it out. Now, the point of making this, now that could have been just the people hacking into YouTube and, giving me the write-up from behind the scenes. Because it seems like I'm being, no matter what I do, there's a problem with it on the internet these days. This never happened before. Of course, I wasn't outspoken before. I wasn't looking for things like TIs and various modes of hurting people. I didn't know this was a thing. As probably you, when it started, you had no idea what the fuck was all this about. This is actually a thing, and it's affecting a lot of people. Now, I was telling these people, getting back to the point, if they actually believe that they're able to make rational decisions because of this hacking. Now, if they're targeting me, this one woman, for all these years, and they can't seem to stop, I'm just one woman. But bounce people off of me because I'm a person, and it's all based on my mouth because I have a smart mouth. They feel personally insulted by my smart mouth, not the fact that they're trying to kill me. I'm hurting their little feelings. My smart mouth hurts feelings. And the only emotions they have is to be hurt by people like me so that they could pummel us. What's going to happen here is, I notice that I clap my tongue like that. Now, one of them, I guess, I don't know. That's not something I normally do. Clap my tongue like that. I don't know who the fuck, it doesn't matter. My point is, if these people can hack into places like YouTube, Google, it's the same thing, Bing, Microsoft, all these places, the people who hack in the Pentagon, they have privy to secrets. The defense of that country is down because these people who would use it for fun They have access to it. One wants to stop them from selling it to other countries for the highest price, for the highest bidder, to the highest bidder. Because as much as they claim that they love the country, they're not doing anything for the country. They're doing things to bring it down. They've convinced themselves that we, the people they're targeting, are a threat to the country and to the world at large. Like somehow we're bringing, for me, because I have a spiritual website, oh Lord, like I'm bringing Lucifer and the demons into the world. That's right. I'm a little demoness bringing other demons into the world. Not their evil. They're trying to combat evil, you see. I mean, I don't know what other conclusion to come to. These are the weirdest fucking people. But they will come up with all kinds of things. Because in my mind, they would have to keep this up for so long. But the thing is, one who's to stop them from selling it to other countries? That's one. No, nobody will target me because of that. People say this shit all the time. People say this shit all the time. It's a real fucking thing. It's a possibility that will cripple a country. But like, the international terror is going to come after me now. That's just not what they would have me believe. It's all bullshit. I got, after 3 years and over almost 700 videos, I've got 285 subscribers. And they're all trying to get my head off my shoulders. Because they're all terrorists. I have to laugh at the things I say because it's like irrational. I mean, I'm trying to find out what's motivating these people to keep doing this day after day. Because I have a smart mouth. I don't have any fucking money. If making sure that my income is crippled, basically. I'm living at my fucking uncle's house. God bless his heart and his home. He let me stay here. And I don't know how much of what's happening to me he believes. But I'm grateful that he's here for me. And God put him in my life to be here for me. Because I'm in my early 50s. Very early. But I shouldn't have to be going through this. I shouldn't have to be going through this at any age, whether I'm 2 or 152. This is not like it wondered, is this really happening? Yes, it is, unfortunately. Now, I ask the question, do you all believe these stalkers, gangs and mobs of stalkers and people who are hurting people, do you believe that you're capable of making rational decisions if you're coming at me, this one woman, and this is for the group that's messing with me, for 3 fucking years? It doesn't matter what your motivation is right now. Do you believe you're capable of making rational decisions? And if you're not, but because of you're being honest, 1% of honesty here is going to tell you no. What's to stop you from getting mad at other people and doing something on a catastrophic level? I'm going to leave you with that question, hackers. What's to stop you? Because you don't seem to be afraid of anybody, and you get slighted very, very easily. Very easily, almost too easily, one would say. So my brothers and sisters, the ones who are being targeted, we have to come together in prayer. We got to do it now. It's not a moment to lose. We have to do it now. You know that saying, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I will be? Let's make that talk for us. God made that promise. Now we have to put it to work.